course.
Hi everyone, welcome to the final episode of the Digital Spotlight podcast. I'm your co-host Alexia Peralta, and I'm joined today by my vibrant, enthusiastic, and passionate co-host Erwin Wills and Miss Stephanie Costa. Guys, we've been through so much conversations. We've been really together through a journey of explaining and really breaking down what is Belize's digital transformation, how we're going to go about doing it, why it's important, and also sharing what's happening.
Wonderful. It really pleases me to be here, the three of us together for the
Finally.
first time. The three of us are going to be unpacking this thing right here for the public on this podcast.
You know, we're always going to continue having these conversations because I think we've learned over a couple of weeks why it's so critical to
Yeah.
have these conversations and to share what's happening.
Definitely. And for me, it was quite a nice experience. And I especially liked when I was viewing the podcast of you two, right? I was watching and learning, and I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
Belize is going places with this digital transformation. And I really feel like we're being the forerunners, we're setting the pace.
Right.
And I really did enjoy this whole process. For me to select one thing.
It's so hard, right?
That's why I want you to go first so I could pick from everything that's left.
You
so
see that
hard.
strategy?
It's so hard to select one thing, so chivalrous of you, right? But you know what? I would want to see. My biggest takeaway from this, I remember in episode 3, we were having this big discussion on culture and leadership.
Yeah.
Right? We were discussing culture and leadership, and I found it very impactful that you highlighted the importance of leadership that empowers, leadership that makes people feel confident and comfortable taking on these changes.
Yeah. No, very valid points. You stole one of my points, but that's okay. Yeah, the legislation.
This is what happened.
It
Yeah.
belongs to all of us.
True. You're right. And the fact that someone else knows the importance of the point that I was going to pick
Yeah.
shows that we know specifically the value that comes
Right,
from the
exactly.
discussion so far. But for me, what stood out most would have to be the talk that we had about the digital divide that exists in Belize. Because it's a real issue, and it's an issue that a lot of people don't realize, because it's an issue that a lot of people take for granted. We take for granted having access to devices. We take for granted having access to the internet.
Yeah,
And the
that's-
internet is now more so a utility and a necessity. Like, we need that in our homes. It's no longer a luxury. We forget about the people who don't have access to that. We forget about the people who can't even afford a smart device.
Definitely.
So-
And in the impact we're going to definitely create. I mean, you guys have pointed out some, I would say, fundamental factors that we've discussed over the last, couple episodes. And I completely agree with you, because when I think back to you of what exactly do I want to highlight, I think back of the same thing. Like, these are some real life experiences.
And I think you did a good job, because I come from a non-IT background. Do you come from
Right?
an IT background?
No. I come from a background of education and media.
Coming with the basic IT knowledge, how to set up a computer, how to plug up a computer, and
How to just use it.
how to use it, exactly, how to utilize it. Yeah, so if I understood, I'm hoping others out there understood as well. And it's been very impactful. The discussions have been very impactful, and they're very timely.
I know we're having such a great conversation, and we have so much more to kind of talk about more as we come to maybe not the end, as you said, but a little bit
No,
of...
but you said it.
Thank you for making the correction.
Just want to put it on record.
But at least just coming to helping everybody to get a little summary of what we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. So we invite you to stay tuned as we present to you once more the National Digital Agenda 2022-2025 towards a digital Belize, and so that you can learn why we're doing this for you and how it's going to impact you, and how all that we've been doing today takes us back to that shared vision that we have. So stay tuned We hope you enjoy that feature video. Hi everyone, I'm Alexa Peralta, the Director of the E-Governance and Digitalization Unit, and I'm here to tell you about Belize's first National Digital Agenda 2022-2025, Towards a Digital Belize. The National Digital Agenda represents our collective vision to transform our country into a digital nation. It is an integrated transformation and modernization plan for the next 4 years to address key areas from digital infrastructure and connectivity to inclusion, open government, innovation, and cybersecurity. It is our unified vision to build trust in government services by providing reliable, inclusive, safe, and efficient digital solutions for citizens, businesses, and employees. This plan of action will enable the government to enter a period of rapid and disruptive transformation to improve service delivery, strengthen governance, and create public value. The digital agenda aims to achieve 3 high-level strategic goals. 1. Transforming the way government operates. 2. Developing a digital culture and society. And 3. Building the foundation for future digital transformation. How will we achieve this? The digital agenda is built on 3 main pillars. 1. ICT and technology enablers. 2. Digital government. And 3. Digitalization for recovery. These pillars have a set of programs for the next 4 years, which will contribute to achieve the 3 high-level strategic goals. Under the ICT and technology enablers pillar, we will focus on expanding connectivity in Belize, improving digital infrastructure, implementing an e-services portal, strengthening national data centers, and driving digital inclusion. Under the digital government pillar, we will focus on improving the regulatory environment, simplifying services, implementing a national identity, digitalizing the civil registry, developing open government platforms, implementing the cybersecurity strategy, and building capacity. Under the digitalization for recovery pillar, we will focus on improving digital literacy for all, implementing the national innovation strategy, supporting business innovation, achieving teleeducation and digital health, and supporting the transformation of the tourism and agriculture sector. The National Digital Agenda is an actionable plan to bring forth a more citizen-centric government and create public value. It is dependent on a strong partnership and collaboration amongst government, citizens, development partners, and industry, all working together to deliver the plan's vision. Together, we will achieve the country's transformation.
And welcome back. I'm hoping you guys had an excellent time watching that video again. And don't worry, it won't be the last time because we tend to want to push the digital agenda, the promotion of the digital agenda as much as we can. So,
well, more than just the promotion, but the knowledge of what is the digital agenda and how it's going to impact us, right?
The video itself was cool. I like it. I like the fact that it's futuristic. It's sticky. You teleported through somewhere and you entered in here with all this knowledge. I'm like, okay, let me listen to her. So that was good on your part. So thank you guys for sharing that video and making it so creative.
Believe me, that one was a bit tricky, but we made sure that we were giving you the vibes of we're definitely coming in to change things and to make sure that it's new, it's fresh, and it's innovative.
And some of the viewers have been very vocal. Some of them have been very interested in topics. And
very engaging, right?
Yeah, very engaging. And we're happy to see that. So we have a few questions here. Let me pick which one, I think. All right, we have this one from this viewer from social media. As a person who lives in Belize City, will I also have access to a Digital Connect Center or is it only going to be for rural villages?
You know, that's an excellent question.
Right? Very much so.
And definitely the answer is yes. Because what we're building is a national program for digital connect centers across the country. While you might have heard I speak more about the fact that we're going in rural communities, we're also going in inner cities because we understand that there is a need across the country when it comes to connecting people. And it's not just a challenge in rural communities, but we also have that challenge in our inner cities, in our inner towns. And we also need to design programs for them. So definitely look out for the digital connect centers that are going to be placed near your communities.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let me get one right here as well. We see all the technical and policy changes, but how soon can the physical change come?
Well, I think the physical change is here. It's been happening, you know, through the podcast. We've highlighted some of the programs that we've already implemented that you can already see that's creating impact, already making change. One of that being the temporary employment permit. We even heard from the CEO of that ministry in what it was to make that impact and that transformation. So I think we're already feeling it. We're already seeing it. And we will continue to see more of it. So, and you know, we spoke even about the future projects, the e-services portal, etc. So I would say, you know, you're already feeling it. And if you're not, engage with us. Tell us, because we want to know, because we want to make sure that everyone is actually benefiting.
So let's jump into the other question. This viewer here would like to know from where can she access this information, right? From where can she access it?
Well, we've made sure that, you know, we can have it on various social media platforms that really you're comfortable with. But even beyond that, it's also available on YouTube, and it's also available on our Digital Agenda website. When you go there, you can actually find all the information of the Digital Agenda. You can find the video of the podcast, but you can also find updates on the projects because we kind of had a conversation on some of them, but not all of them. So if you want to learn more, you know, follow us on Facebook, but also you can use all other social media platforms on our websites and share. You know, the more of us know about it, the better it's going to be.
Yes.
So this question, this one stood out after the way it was typed in Creole. This one kind of fiery. This one says.
You're making me afraid now.
This one says, and I quote: "Someone will tell me if I rather go fill out a paper application for a bird paper, I know I'd be able to do that anymore. How is that progress?"
How is it progress from not filling out a paper document, which you have to physically go to an office? I mean, by just saying it makes me realize.
Before you answer the question, Alexia, I have will the paper option still be available? Or is that something that we're looking to
disregard completely?
To go paperless?
No, it is stable. The idea is when you're becoming a digital government, you're becoming paperless. And you're going fully digital. But we understand that transition is going to take a while for some of us. So there is going to be a transition period. However, it's not going to be the same process that currently exists. We're going to ensure that it's improved.
It's more efficient.
It's more efficient. But of course, we're going to be designing platforms that, believe me, you're going to prefer to go online than to go to any government office to submit an application. You're going to realize how easy, efficient, safe it's going to be for you. And I think you're going to, without thinking about it, you're going to transition to wanting to use these services online. But, you know, all of these questions have been great. I must say, one kind of felt, I was worried. I was like, okay, not sure what I'm going to be asked today.
Our viewers are respectful.
So I wanted to ask you guys, you know, what are some final words you want to leave to our viewers?
This all has been a learning experience first and foremost, and the fact that I get to experience it firsthand through this podcast has been eye-opening, to say the least. And the fact that I know as a youth that the future of the country is going in the right direction in terms of technology, in terms of digitalization, And the fact that I will have so much more services available to me to utilize and make life so much more easier. I won't have to travel all the way to Belize City to sign one paper. It's been a long, I won't say long, it's been a fun ride, sorry. It's been a fun ride with you guys, and it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you guys next season.
Wonderful. Well, what I'm thinking about the entire process that we've been through is that it's been amazing. I'm very thankful, I'm very grateful for having this opportunity to experience this firsthand, like you, Erwin.
Yeah.
I applaud your leadership in this.
Yeah.
I applaud your leadership in this, and I'm very proud of where our government is going with the National Digital Agenda. What I feel like I would like to share with you viewers is that when it comes to change and when it comes to innovation, it can seem a little bit scary, a little bit daunting, but in my experience as a teacher, as an educator, I've found that it's the way to go. We need to adapt. We need to embrace change, not only accept it, because accepting it is saying, okay, let me go ahead with this. We need to embrace this.
Before we go off, I think they deserve a round of applause. Like you and your team deserve
We all deserve a round of applause, you know. It's been great. No, but I think you guys, I couldn't say it better. You guys left some very powerful messages for our viewers. As an educator, as a youth activist, I think it's amazing to kind of get that perspective on how your roles, your viewpoints are also part of that transformation process. We need to embrace it and we need to own it. It's our Digital Belize. So I invite all of you to continue to be part of the process. It's been great. Co-host, thank you so much. And we hope you continue to engage with us. And we'll see you hopefully for another season on the Digital Spotlight podcast.
It is a wonder I get through at all. Doing government business, big or small. The lines are long, I'm waiting there. The process is a nightmare. So the government is making changes, so it's easier with online forms going paperless to handle your requests. And this is gonna change the way it is. A modern way to change the way we live. Upgrading all the systems we have to make your life better. Better cyber security and even better connectivity. The promotion of the transformation to the future for me. Making a digital Belize in the always changing industry technologies. But we see progress in all the communities. We need the digital spotlight to want a digital Belize.